Hello friends, I hope all of you are keeping fine. Now we are going to discuss several maps in our India map series 4. Dear friends, you have done several maps in previous series. I hope all of you have understood well. Now remaining maps we are doing in this series. First of all, we are doing major soil types. As we know, in India, alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, arid soil, forest and mountain soil, and laterite soil. 6 major types of soils are there, right? See the map. All these 6 soils we have shown in the map, and different colors we have used for easy identification. Now, which areas are there where these soils are found? Alluvial soil is mainly found in northern plains. You see the map again. Northern plains. You see in northern plains we have Punjab, Haryana, UP. This is your Punjab, right? This is your Haryana. Okay. Then UP. Then Bihar. Then West Bengal. Northern Assam is also there where alluvial soil is found, and areas in several areas in Gujarat. So, in whole northern plains, alluvial soil is found, and you can see in eastern coastal plains also alluvial soil is found. Ganga Brahmaputra Delta is there in West Bengal, right? Then we have Mahanadi Delta in Odisha. Then we have uh, Godavari Delta and Krishna Delta in Andhra Pradesh, and then we have Kaveri River Delta in Tamil Nadu. So all these deltas are there where alluvial soil is found, and as you can see, second important area is coastal plains, and first important area is northern plains. So all areas we have shown here for alluvial soil. Okay, now see the black soil regions: Deccan Plateau, Malwa Plateau, Madhya Pradesh, Saurashtra, Gujarat. Right? Now look at the map. Black soil is mainly found in Deccan Trap region, and here northern part, that means in the north of Deccan Trap we have Central Highlands, and western part of Central Highland is Malwa Plateau, right? And so this is Madhya Pradesh, okay? And where we have Deccan Trap, that is Maharashtra, and Saurashtra in Gujarat also we have black soil. Then we have some parts of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana also we have black soil, Krishna and Godavari valleys. So all these areas where black soil is mainly you can say found. Okay, so all these are important areas of alluvial and black soil. Now see the map, see the list again. Red and yellow soil. Okay, northeastern states, eastern parts of peninsular plateau. We are discussing here the areas where soils are largely found. Okay, small few patches where small patches are there, we can ignore them. So you can see in peninsular India, eastern part is there, right? Where red and yellow soil we have shown here, and most of the areas in northeastern states also, excluding northern Assam and northern Arunachal Pradesh, and some parts of Meghalaya. Most of the areas in northeastern region we have this red and yellow soil. Okay, so easily we can remember the location. Now after red and yellow we can go for arid soil. Mainly Thar desert is there where arid soil is found. Look at the map again. Yes, arid soil region, that is Thar desert, or you can say western and northern Rajasthan. Okay dear friends, central Rajasthan is also there. Now next soil is your forest and mountain soil. This one, as its name is suggestive, it's mainly found in the mountainous areas, Himalayan mountains. Look at the map. Kashmir region, Ladakh region, right? Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and northern part, or you can say western northern part, northwestern part of Arunachal Pradesh. All these areas are covered with mountain and forest soil. Look at the list again. We have laterite soil. As we know, it is mainly found in high rainfall areas. Look at the map. Some areas in northeastern states, that is Meghalaya region. We all know Meghalaya receives highest rainfall, and western coastal plains, mainly Karnataka and Goa and northern parts of Kerala. So, Kannada coast and Konkan coast and northern part of Malabar coast, right? These areas are covered with laterite soil, right? Some high rainfall area in MP also, and some high rainfall area in Odisha region also, Odisha state also. Now, in this manner, we can see all 6 soils regions we have seen in the map, right? Now, friends, next let's move to the next map, that is from the chapter Nationalism in India, where we have divided the features in 2 parts. In first part, we are going to talk about some important centers of INC, Indian National Congress. In September 1920, Calcutta session, then in the same year in December month, Nagpur session, and then in 1927, Madras session. Look at the map. Yes, we have shown here Calcutta, right? And then Nagpur, and then Madras. 3 INC sessions. Calcutta, September 20, 1920, Nagpur, December 1920, and Madras, 1927. Okay. Now, look at the second part of the list of features in the chapter Nationalism. Champaran, Bihar, where Gandhiji launched the movement for indigo planters to resist against the Britishers who were exploiting them. Then second is Kheda, Gujarat, where Gandhiji launched a movement for peasants. And then Ahmedabad, Gujarat, where Gandhiji started the satyagraha in favor of cotton mill workers. You can see the map. One is in Champaran, right? Champaran, Bihar. You can see the location of Champaran. Then you can see the location of Kheda in Gujarat, right? Kheda, that is in Gujarat, and Ahmedabad also very close to Kheda, right? And then the remaining centers, Amritsar in Punjab in 1919, where we had the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Easily we can remember this location, very close to the border of Pakistan. We all know about Atari station and this Wagah border. So on the other side we have Lahore, and on the border this side of the border we have Amritsar. On the day of Baisakhi, General Dyer did that massacre. We all know about that, right? Then we have Chauri Chaura, calling off of the non-cooperation movement in 1922. Actually, this movement started in 1919 and 20, but it was withdrawn by Gandhiji because an incident of violence took place at Chauri Chaura near Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh. So that is why Gandhiji called off the movement. You can see you can see the location in extreme northeastern part of Uttar Pradesh. Now, next is excuse me. Thank you. Next is Dandi, Gujarat, where movement was launched by Gandhiji. You can see in southern region of Gujarat we have, yes, southern region of Gujarat we have Dandi. Okay, this movement was this was the beginning of CDM, civil disobedience movement, in 1930 by Gandhiji. So all these places are important, right, for map. Now my dear friends, we'll do a practice question, and as you have done now 4 series, so for this practice question you will be comfortable if you have practiced all previous maps which we have done in series 1, 2 and 3. So all 4 series are important here for the preparation of the exams. Now let's see the question. As we know, we have 4 features or 5 features or 6 features in one map. So first of all, we have a part, the place where INC session of 1927 was held. Okay, that we have done. I'm not discussing the answers here, you will practice it. Okay, then in the next part we have cotton textile mill in Tamil Nadu. In different states of India you have practiced that cotton textile mill centers. And then a dam in Telangana, you have done 8 hydel power plants in different parts of India. It is one of them. Then in the next part we have nuclear power plant in Maharashtra, as you have done 6 different nuclear power plants in different parts of India, and this was the, I'm giving a hint, this was the first nuclear power plant set up in India. And then in the next part we have iron and steel plant in Jharkhand. Okay, you have done different iron and steel plants in several parts of the country. So I hope if you prepare these maps properly, definitely you will get full marks. Okay, so all the best. Take good care of yourself, dear friends, and now do a lot of practice and do well in your exams. Bye bye.